In the heart of a vast savanna, where the baobab tree stood tall against the golden skies and the rivers flowed with the music of the land, there was a village called Isale-Eko. It was a peaceful village ruled by a wise and powerful king called King Ilufemiloye. The village was known for its unity, its festivals, and the way its people lived in harmony among themselves. But even in the most peaceful places, there are times and situations where jealousy and deceit can take root. In this village lived a boy named Babatunde. He was the son of a wealthy hunter named Ogunbamidele, who had two wives. Babatunde's mother was the first wife, a gentle and kind-hearted woman named Aderonke, and the second wife was named Abidemi. While Aderonke was loved by many for her humility, Abidemi was a woman of envy and greed, constantly seeking ways to get more power and wealth from Ogunbamidele's household. Babatunde was a bright and hardworking boy known throughout the village for his honesty and courage. He helped his father with hunting and learned the ways of the forest, often providing food for the family. The villagers admired him, and many believed he would one day become a great man in the village. But Abidemi, the second wife, had other plans. She despised Babatunde's success and the love his father showed him. Her heart grew darker with each passing day, and she began to scheme and plan evil towards Babatunde and his mother, Aderonke. She longed for her own sons to rise above Babatunde and inherit all of Ogunbamidele's wealth and honor. So she concocted a terrible plan, a plan to rid herself of Babatunde once and for all. One day, Abidemi went to Ogunbamidele, her eyes filled with false tears, and said, "My husband, I have terrible news. I have seen Babatunde, your son, conspiring against you. He is plotting to take your wealth and drive you from this house. He has even spoken ill of our great king, King Ilufemiloye." Ogunbamidele, a man of integrity, was shaken by the accusation. "This cannot be true," he cried. "Babatunde is my son and is an honest boy." But Abidemi pressed on, twisting her lies further. "I have heard it with my own ears, my husband. Babatunde seeks to bring shame upon this family. If you do not act, he will ruin us all." Unknown to Ogunbamidele, Abidemi had secretly conspired with a few villagers who were loyal to her, paying them to spread rumors about Babatunde. These whispers soon reached the ears of the king's palace, and before long, Babatunde was summoned to stand trial before King Ilufemiloye himself. The king questioned Babatunde on different occasions when he was summoned to the palace. When the day of judgment arrived, the entire village gathered at the palace. King Ilufemiloye sat on his majestic throne, surrounded by his council of elders. As Babatunde stood before him, perplexed, baffled, and confused. He had done nothing wrong, but could not understand why such accusations had been made against him. He begged and asked for mercy, saying, "Oluwa mi o, aláṣẹ ìkejì òrìṣà," meaning, "My Lord, the king of the whole land, the one after the gods, have mercy on me. I have been lied against. Please, have mercy." Abidemi, his father's second wife, pretending to be a concerned stepmother, stood before the king and repeated her lies. "Great king," she said, "it is with a heavy heart that I bring these accusations. Babatunde, my husband's son, has not just spoken ill of you and your kingdom, my king. He has also been plotting against our family and even against his own father. He seeks to take his father's wealth by force. The king listened carefully, stroking his beard as the accusation unfolded. The villagers murmured among themselves, many unsure what to believe. Babatunde stood silent, his heart racing, knowing he was innocent but unsure how to prove it. The king, trusting in the testimony of multiple witnesses who had been paid by Abidemi, had no choice but to sentence Babatunde. You, Babatunde, son of Ogunbamidele, are sentenced to death for treason against your family and against the kingdom. In 3 days, you will be beheaded in the village market square for all to see and to know that no such behavior is welcome in this peaceful village of Isale-Eko. A gasp spread through the crowd, and Babatunde's mother, Aderonke, collapsed to the ground in tears. No, she cried, my son is innocent. But her cries fell on deaf ears, for the king has spoken. Babatunde was thrown into the village prison, a dark and cold place where the sun's warmth could not reach. There he awaited his fate, his heart heavy with despair. As the days passed, the entire village bustled with the upcoming execution. Many believed in Babatunde's innocence, but feared speaking out against the king's decree. On the day of the execution, the village gathered at the market square. The drums beat a solemn rhythm, and the air was thick with tension. Babatunde was brought out in chains. His held high despite the weight of his unjust sentence. The executioner stood ready, his blade gleaming in the sunlight. Just as the executioner raised his sword, a voice rang out from the crowd, "Stop!" It was the voice of Iyabeta, the woman who gave birth to a set of triplets in her old age. She has aged in years and is presently the village's oldest and wisest woman. She was known for her deep knowledge of the land and the spirit, and many in the village revered her as a seer. Slowly she made her way to the center of the square, her walking stick tapping against the ground with each step. "King Ilufemiloye," she said, her voice firm but respectful. "Before you carry out this sentence, I ask that you listen to what I have discovered. The spirit and the gods of the land have revealed the details of this matter to me." The crowd fell silent, and the king motioned for the executioner to pause. "Speak, Iyabeta," he commanded. "I had a vision," Iyabeta began. "A vision of deceit and disloyalty. The boy you are about to kill is innocent. The true villain, evildoer, and treasonable fellow is not Babatunde but Abidemi, his father's second wife. Abidemi has spun a web of lies, paying witnesses to testify against Babatunde." A murmur of disbelief rippled through the crowd, and Abidemi's face grew pale. "The spirit do not lie," Iyabeta continued. "Abidemi's jealousy and greed have driven her to this wickedness. She sought to remove Babatunde so her own sons could rise above him." King Ilufemiloye's face darkened with anger as he turned to Abidemi. "Is this true?" he asked with a loud voice. Abidemi, seeing that her lies were unraveling, fell to her knees, her eyes wide with fear. "My king, I only wanted what was best for my sons," she stammered. "Babatunde was a threat. I did it for my family." The king was furious as he angrily stood from his throne. You would have an innocent boy die for your greed? You will bring dishonor to this village and to my throne with your lies? Abidemi trembled, but it was too late. The truth had been revealed, and there was no escape from the shame that now engulfed her. King Ilufemiloye turned to Babatunde, his face softening. You are free, Babatunde. I am deeply sorry for the injustice you have suffered, my son. Your name will be cleared, and you shall be honored in this village for your strength and courage. The chains were removed from Babatunde's wrist, and he was embraced by his mother, who wept tears of joy. The crowd, once silent, erupted into cheers, celebrating the boy who had faced death with dignity and whose innocence had triumphed over deceit. As for Abidemi, the king decreed that she would be publicly shamed in the market square, just as Babatunde had been brought there for execution. The entire village gathered to witness her fall from grace, and she was stripped of her titles and sent away from the village in disgrace. The story of Babatunde traveled beyond the village and became a continuous story told to children to only speak the truth, to be loving and kind, no matter the situation, and to never conspire against others or live a life of dishonesty, for the truth will always come to light. And in the village of Isale-Eko, Babatunde grew into a man of great wisdom and kindness, beloved by all who knew him. His story became a symbol of resilience, honesty, and the triumph of good over evil. We want to assume you have learned in this folktale. We plead that you like, comment, subscribe, and share these videos to others. Thank you for watching. See you next time.